Alright guys, I'm back, and today we're going to be doing something different from reaction and reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the top 3 underrated lyricists for me. You won't only be getting my opinion though, I also have a special guest that is going to talk about his top 3. Anyways, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe if you do, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Enjoy the video. Alright, and this is my boy CJ, so what's up, man? So we're going to be going through our top 3 underrated lyricists. I'll start off with my top 3, I'll list them, and then he's going to list his, and then we're just going to give our explanations as to why we think they're underrated. Alright, so I'll start off with my top 3. For my top 3, I'll have Logic, I'll have Vince Staples, and I'll have Big Sean.
My top 3 most underrated rappers. I'm going to say this. Number 1 is Fab, F-A-B-O-L-O, U.S. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is the most underrated rapper in the game.
And Big Sean as well.
And Big Sean as well.
I'm going to start out talking about Big Sean because Big Sean is a very, very controversial rapper, and everybody knows that. The thing about Big Sean is that he's not really that much of a bad rapper. It's just that sometimes his punchlines don't punch.
Does he have delivery? Does the boy have delivery? I agree with William. Like, Big Sean is one of the most underrated rappers because the boy has flow.
He does have flow, I'm not gonna lie. He knows how to flow.
I mean, I feel like if I can listen to some lyrics and I have to literally play it back more than 3 times just to get a clear understanding of what the boy was saying, like, it's really dope. So he could definitely go down in your top 5. If he don't make top 5, he definitely honorable mention.
Yeah, no, yeah, he definitely deserves to be in discussion, at least for top 5 this generation. I feel like, especially where we are in hip hop right now, like, you don't really have many rappers that are that big on lyrics. I'm pretty sure Big Sean could play a big part in it. Again, he just has a pretty bad discography, and it's one of those things that he has such a bad past. Trying to recover for everything that he did before, it's kind of like holding him back. I know that Finally Famous wasn't good. Dark Sky Paradise wasn't that good. Finally Came Through It, I Decided, which was decent in my opinion. It wasn't like it wasn't an amazing album, but it was decent.
Features, like, literally, we did this one day. I actually, like, Logic is on his list, but we're gonna get the Logic a little later. But we were sitting down, we having the same conversation, chopping it up, and he put Logic's best verse against Big Sean's best verse, which I thought was in the Dark Sky. I mean,
the Paradise, yeah.
Yeah, Paradise.
Yeah.
like extended version.
No, like, yeah, I saw he played the extended version of Paradise, and I played Logic's Game Related, his second verse, which if you guys have not heard that song, like, you gotta go listen to it. Logic goes hard. Like, I really never expected Big Sean to go off like that, because I personally hadn't listened to that song, the extended version of Dark Side Paradise. Once I did, I realized that, and I looked at the lyrics, and he wasn't just saying random stuff. He was actually, like, had some pretty good metaphors, some pretty good punchlines. Again, like, he's underrated. They don't give him as much credit as he deserves, but hopefully that if he keeps going as he's going right now, you know, with his album I Decided, and if his next album is higher than that or better than that, I'm pretty sure that he'll be respected a little bit more. So that was Big Sean. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my other 2, which will be Logic and Vince Staples. Alright, look, if y'all do not know this by now, I'm a pretty big Logic stan. And I feel like Logic, again, is kind of like Big Sean, where he does, I mean, Logic is respected as a rapper, and we all know that. Nobody can discredit that Logic can rap, and he knows how to flow pretty well.
What is really stopping Logic from becoming the superstar that Logic is? Be real.
The reason Logic is being held back of being known as one of the best rappers is because the whole topic of that, people think that all he talks about is being biracial. Again, people really talk about this, not really knowing about his discography. Personally, being a big fan, I know everything that he's put out. I've listened to everything he's put out. And I'll tell you right now, from a big fan standpoint, he's only talked about his race in 1 album, which has been Everybody. Has mentioned it before. He mentioned it once in his mixtape, Bobby Tarantino, and he mentioned it I think once in The Incredible True Story. He never really talked about how he feels about, you know, his race, and how he felt about being considered black and also considered white at the same time.
Wait, Logic's white?
Yeah, he's half white, half black. That's why. I think that all he talks about is being biracial, but I guess that's just a big internet meme. How it is with Big Sean, everybody says that he's trash, so everybody will go along and be like, oh, he's trash too, because it's just how the world works nowadays. And I think that Logic doesn't get the credit he deserves, because I guess that he just has this image painted that people don't really understand, because they haven't taken the time to actually listen to his music and make their own opinions of it, kind of base their ideas on what other people say, which is, in my opinion, like, disrespectful.
Again, one of my top 3 most underrated rappers in hip-hop, not even just today, but like period overall, is Titty. 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, boy.
Get it, boy. I feel personally 2 Chainz raps his ass off, point blank period. But more so on his solo projects, I think he does his best work like on features. And and he's even said that himself, like in interviews, like depending on who the feature is, if it's like a high caliber, like somebody like Drake, or if you feel like he gonna be on a track with Weezy, of course, who notably is one of the best rappers of all time. I won't debate.
Again, he could be considered one of the GOATs. Again, he has like a kind of controversial discography. Like, you can put him as one of the best, but also as one of the worst, which is kind of weird when you think about it. I feel that 2 Chainz is like a cheat code for other rappers. It's kind of like Gucci Mane. As long as you have one of those rappers in, like, as a feature, like, they're always gonna rap their ass off. It's gonna make your song a banger.
Chainz is very flexible, to be honest.
Yeah, he is very flexible. He could flow on different type of beats, and he doesn't really have a particular sound that he kind of sticks to, which is, he's a little versatile, which is something I like.
I mean, in the style now that everybody in the rap game seems to be following, not necessarily mumble music, but like trap music. Yeah. Like 2 Chainz, like, he delivers a flow, he delivers like lyrics, like punchlines. Again, depending on who he might be on the track with, is he gonna spaz or not?
It's debatable for me, but anyways, we're gonna head on to my third, which is Vince Staples. I haven't been following Vince Staples for that long, and I'm not really too familiar with his discography, but for what I've heard I think it's called Hell Can Wait, Summertime 06, Prima Donna, and Big Fish Theory. With Vince's new project, I guess that the sounds and the instrumentals that he raps over kind of overshines what Vince is actually saying most of the time. He has bangers up in the album. He has Big Fish, Yeah Right, 745, all those songs, but again, those songs aren't the ones where he's the most lyrical. It's just where, like, I guess the beat sounds nice and it's just radio friendly. When you go to other projects such as Summertime 06, he does, you know, go a little bit deeper in the concepts and in certain songs which are super controversial. We all know the song North North, the controversy that it caused, especially after that Christian lady recorded herself crying and posted it on Twitter talking about how the song was bad influence. People, they misinterpret the actual concept of the song, which is a complete opposite of what the song is saying. That's why you just can't, nowadays with rappers, you can't just read the lyrics and base your opinions off of them. Like, you actually have to take time to think about them.
Personally, this is like one of my all-time favorites. Ever since them college days where, you know, college. There's a couple rappers that got me through, you know, the freshman year. It was real. One of those rappers, of course, it was Cole, it was Crit, but definitely Currency. Don't know. Straight out of the NO. That's New Orleans. He's straight out of New Orleans. Currency actually got his start he was underground at first. However, he was one of the first signees to Young Money. There's a lot of people out doing their independent thing now in the game, but when you look back on it, like, he was one of the first rappers to actually start it, like, accomplish it. That, I mean, I could be with Young Money, I could get the hype off Young Money, Cash Money, but why not start up Jet Life and do my own thing? And yeah, Jet Life is Currency thing. So I mean, and I love the other rappers that, like, he put on too as well. Like, this also, you know, in New Orleans, like Young Roddy. I listen to Roddy. His nickname is the Hot Spitter for a reason. Hot Spitter. Currency the Hot Spitter. I mean, cause he spit flames, and Currency got a flow that you really can't follow. I don't know if that's just, you know, New Orleans dialect or whatever, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's probably the way that they flow in New Orleans. Cause I mean, hip hop is like very the sounds are very different. Like, you got West Coast, you got East Coast, you got the New York type vibes and everything. Like, well, before the video ends, I do want to name a couple of rappers that I think could have made a spot on the list, but I guess it's not really that they're underrated. It's just that they aren't as known as you would expect them to be. It's just pretty much just Jid. I feel that we all know that. Well, the people who listen to his music, the people who have heard his music, we all are pretty familiar with that, and we know that he's a good lyricist. The only reason we can call him underrated now is because he's not really known in the mainstream world. He hasn't gotten that far. He's pretty new to the music industry. I feel that he's one of the only ones coming up that could actually make an impact in the rap game.
Really thought we were gonna end this without mentioning Joey Badass.
Oh yeah, Joey Badass too. I mean, we can't forget about him. Alright, look, think about Joey Badass. It's kind of the same thing with Jid. I mean, we all know that, especially the hip-hop heads, we're pretty familiar. We know that Joey Badass is one of those rappers you just can't mess with lyrically.
Nah.
I'll say that not J. Cole or not even Logic, they cannot, like, go against Joey Badass lyrics.
Joey's one of those guys that can, you just give him the mic, he'll flow. It doesn't matter. He can switch the beat. He's versatile like that. The dude's vocabulary is sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's sickening.
But the fact that he said
disgusting.
he's a better rapper than Tupac already, I mean, he actually said that in an interview. He was like, I'm a better rapper than Tupac. He's like, if I go 1-on-1 on Tupac, who do you think gonna win? I don't know about that, but I mean, but yeah, guys, those are probably, in my opinion, and probably known by many people, that those are the most underrated lyricists. Highlight of this video will probably be Big Sean. Again, I think that he's just discredited for his older music, and people don't really take in consideration the changes that he's made and how much he's actually improved ever since you know, his previous, like, his starting off mixtapes and some of his starting off albums. Like, again, Dark Sky Paradise was a very controversial album. Not many people enjoyed it.
And if you don't know this, Big Sean actually wrote all of the songs, I believe, on 2088, his mix with Jhené Aiko.
Oh, I did not know that.
Which is lit. I mean, but he's a musical genius. We gotta protect our, you know, remaining lyricists we have in the game.
Yeah, that's scary, because at the same time, you don't have many lyricists, and like, I think that the only ones that we still have, everybody's kind of like bashing them for, like, oh, nah, they make trash music. I mean, we kind of got to take a second and appreciate what they're actually doing, and they have respect for the culture. It's the same thing with Logic. People discredit him just because it sounds like Outkast, A Tribe Called Quest, and he takes those different flows. But you got to take a second and appreciate that he actually he cares about the culture. He's not just like some little pump coming in and just saying random shit and, you know, not really trying to make an impact in the rap game. Good producer, and although many people think that he isn't that good at making albums, I think that he's even pretty good at making conceptual albums, especially albums like The Incredible True Story, Everybody, and Under Pressure. If you guys didn't know, they actually all tie in together in like one big story. Well, and we're just gonna end this off by saying, alright. Well, yeah, guys, that was the end of the video. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe. I'll leave his Instagram link down below in the comment section. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. Cool. Alright. Okay. Alright, guys, that was the video. If you guys did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe. I'll leave my oh, fuck. I gotta...
When you come on William's show, by the way, you have to wear a hat and you have to wear it to the back. So
yeah, you gotta.
I was not gonna come on this man's show.
You can't wear
in wrong attire. So I'm dressed.
Alright, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please remember to like, subscribe. I'll leave his Instagram link down in the comment section below. Catch you guys in the next video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Peace.